So today we're going to be working on a corner to corner popcorn stitch. This is what it looks like on the back. I haven't hidden my tails yet, but you can ignore that and see the back here. It's really easy to do once you figure out and get the hang of it. What I'll be using today is just scrap yarn and a hook to match. It doesn't really matter the size or anything right now since we're just practicing. So let's get started. We're going to create a slip knot, and we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to take and double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So let's count back 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a double crochet in that 4th chain. And then we're going to put a popcorn stitch in the next one. So a popcorn stitch is 5 double crochets. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so, and then we're going to pull the loop up and pull our hook out, and we're going to count back 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to insert our hook into the front and back loops of the 5th double crochet, and we're going to put that loop back on our hook, and we're going to pull that loop through the back and front loop of the 5th double crochet, and we're going to chain 1. Now if you look back here, pull that out, there's one more chain there, and we're just going to put a double crochet in that chain. And that's the beginning of your corner to corner. You finish the first row. Now to start the second row, we're going to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to turn our bobble, not our bobble, our popcorn, sorry. And we're going to put a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. And the loop on the hook never counts as a stitch. So let's count back 1, 2, 3, 4. And put a double crochet in that 4th chain. And let's put a popcorn in the next one. So that's 5 double crochets. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull our loop up and take our hook out and count back 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the first double crochet that we created, we're going to put our hook back into it and pull the loop through, and then chain 1 to secure. And then there's one more chain there, and we're going to put a double crochet in that last chain. And see the chain 3 space right here that was from the beginning of row 1, we're going to slip stitch over to it. And this popcorn stitch is backwards. All we're going to do, actually no it's not, go ahead and make the second popcorn stitch for row 2. So let's start with a chain 3, and we're going to put 6 double crochets in that chain 3 space that we slip stitched to. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull our loop up and count back 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that second double crochet that we made, we're going to insert our hook into and pull the loop through to create the popcorn stitch. And then we're going to chain 1 to secure, and we'll push that out that way so that they're all on the same side. And then we're going to put 1 more double crochet in that chain 3 space. And row 2 is complete. Let's go on to row 3, and then we will talk about decreasing to make it a square. So let's start with a chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to count back 4 chains. Remember, the loop on your hook does not count as a stitch. We're going to count back 4 chains and put a double crochet in the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. So put a double crochet in that chain. And then we're going to put a popcorn stitch in that next one, which is 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we need to count back 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert our hook and pull the loop through. And then we're going to pull this popcorn out this way so that they're all on the same side. Alright, and there's 1 more chain there of the 6 that we did. And we're going to put a double crochet in there. To complete that popcorn. And then we're going to take and slip stitch to the next chain 3 space that we created from the previous row. We're going to chain 3 to start our next popcorn. And we're going to put 6 double crochets in that chain 3 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull that loop up and count back 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The second double crochet that you created, you're going to insert your hook and pull the loop through and chain 1 to secure. And sometimes it gets a little cramped in there. You'll have to scoot your stitches down so that you can put 1 more double crochet in that chain 3 space. Now we're going to slip stitch over here to this chain 3 space. Sometimes it's hard to see, but slip stitch over, chain 3, and we're going to put 6 double crochets in this chain 3 space. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count back 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert your hook and pull your loop through and chain 1 to secure. Scoot those stitches down and put another double crochet in that chain 3 space. And that's it for row 3. Okay, now to do decrease rows, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn our work. And what we're going to do is slip stitch evenly down here. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches there. So let's slip stitch 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to slip stitch over to this chain 3 space to begin row 4. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and put 6 double crochets in that chain 3 space. So 1, 2, oops, I split my thread there. So we've got 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's count back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put our hook into that 5th stitch and pull our loop through. And we're going to push that popcorn out the other way so that it matches these here. Chain 1 to secure, and then we're going to put 1 more double crochet in that chain 3 space. And then we're going to hop on over to this other chain 3 space right here, slip stitch to it, and then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to put 6 double crochets in that chain 3 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to put our hook into the 5th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pull that loop through and push that popcorn stitch back there and chain 1 to secure. Always chain 1 to secure after you get done with your popcorn stitch. And then we're going to put 1 more double crochet in that chain 3 space. And we're going to slip stitch over here to this chain 3, but we're not going to put a popcorn in it. We're going to leave it as is because we're in the decrease row. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work, and we're going to slip stitch all the way over to this chain 3 space right here. And if you look here, you can see the stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll slip stitch to this chain 3 space to start our next row. Row 5. So chain 3, and this will be our last row because it'll be an even square. Put 6 double crochets in that chain 3 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 5th double crochet that you, well, it's actually the second one that you did, because if you count over here, we're going to insert our hook and pull the loop through and chain 1 to secure, and the popcorn is already in the right direction, so we don't have to push it through or anything. And then we're going to double crochet in that last, in the same chain 3 space one more time, and then this chain 3 space here from this popcorn, we're going to slip stitch to it, and that's it. We're going to snip off our work, and we're going to pull the loop through, the yarn through, and that's it. We just created corner to corner popcorn stitch. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like and subscribe so that you can always be notified whenever we put out a new video. We put out at least one video a week for the Stitch Dictionary, and I try to put up another one during the week. But thanks everybody.